And that means it's time for another episode of Gladiator Wrestling Podcast.
Definitely. Been an exciting week. Just all the different things we're trying to get into here.
Been a pretty good week. Pretty good week for wrestling.
All the upcoming, too. But, yeah, we got some couple things to talk about this week. And I believe we're going to start off with the WWE.
Yeah, we'll look at Raw, see what happened on Raw, and we'll see what happened on SmackDown, and then we'll move on to AEW.
And we're going to have a little bit of time. You know, we're going to spend talking about some indie wrestlers, indie circuit, across the good old pond, as they say. We got some things going on over there.
Oh, yeah.
But do you want to start with Zane and asking Owens to tag with him? And if I'm not mistaken, didn't Owens just kind of like shrugged him off, turned it down?
Yeah, Owens turned him down. He came out and basically told Owens, you tried to beat the Bloodline by yourself and failed. I tried to beat him. Yeah. I didn't do it. I know we can do it together. And Kevin kind of said, if you want to take on the Bloodline with somebody, why don't you ask your buddy Jay?
Yeah, kind of like, hey, you made your bed.
Yeah.
Now lie in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure end of the day, when it's all said and done, KO's going to have his back, and he'll show up.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it just because Sammy wants him to, though.
I believe the true performer in this whole story has to be Jay. I mean,
man,
he is. He's got everybody talking. It's like,
I'm telling you,
where's he going? What's he doing? I mean, he's been going at it with, he went at it with Romans for a minute, but yeah, the story's all revolving around Jey Uso right now.
It's getting deep,
and I have no idea where it's going to lead to. I don't know if maybe the Usos and Roman are all about to lose it in April, lose their straps in April, and maybe just going on vacation, and just I don't know. I mean, do you see the Usos getting split up right now? Do you see them losing it? I don't know.
I don't see them splitting. I don't. But
and who's a big enough name to hold them?
At the same time, it's who knows?
I know.
They got us. They kind of got us by the balls where we don't know what's going on. It's been a long time since they've been able to do that because
WWE will have it going forever until finally they get you that plot twist that they're happy with, and it's
Oh yeah, if we're being honest, with the new management, going on in WWE, we're seeing things that keep us on our toes. Where when McMahon was all up in creative. I think we talked about this before, where we're getting repeating storylines, and you can just watch it and you'll be like, okay,
yeah,
all right, I know when this is going to end at Survivor Series, and this is how it's going to end.
Like usually you can predict it.
Yeah,
I think the only thing we're really positive about this whole damn whole Bloodline story thing is that hopefully we're positive because we've been talking about it damn near since his return. Is that Romans is dropping them in WrestleMania, but I doubt it. Yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know with them.
Yeah.
But of course, I want to jump Zayn and Corbin. Of course, Corbin, another L.
Oh yeah. Corbin come out and ran his mouth stupidly. I don't know.
Oh, it wasn't about how he knew. He predicted that Zayn wasn't going to beat him and beat Roman and everything else, and he was right. But
yeah, I don't know. I just like
God. What
it felt like I don't know, a wasted segment there, kind of, because there's really no reason for Baron Corbin to come out at that point. He's had nothing to do with the whole thing. I don't know the last time I saw him have anything to do with Sami Zayn. So
right.
It's kind of.
Well, I think didn't it like when it right before Elimination Chamber, didn't he talk some shit to or was it to no, it was to Cody.
Oh yeah, it was to Cody and
how he was the last man to beat Roman.
Cody whooped the hell out of him and didn't even take his suit off. So.
Hey, he was the last one to beat Roman, all right, but that was probably his last win. It's been a long time since I've seen Corbin win.
Yeah.
Or even just, hey, man, just give him a victory.
Yeah.
I mean, he's losing to announcers. He's losing.
It's getting kind of ugly with Baron Corbin.
Everything.
The next thing I got happened on Raw was we had a challenge laid out by Omos for Brock Lesnar. Yeah. I don't recall that he actually said he was challenging him at WrestleMania. I did read through some rumors earlier that is something that could be happening at WrestleMania.
Oh
Lord. If it's going to happen at Mania, I'd rather it just be Mania. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see that match more than once. To be honest,
please no.
It's no.
That's bound for somebody to get hurt. Because I mean they're both. I think you had mentioned it. Maybe a week or two ago about how you get two big guys together. It's hard to put on a good show. And I think that's what we saw too at the Chamber is with him and Bobby. It was just okay. We're just doing the same moves over and over. Let's finish something up here because I don't really see. I don't know. Almost is also a very limited move performer.
He is, and of the guys of his size, like in recent years, Great Khali.
Yeah, all of them.
The guy in AEW right now, Satnam Singh. None of these 7 foot, 200 or 300 pound guys are moving to an extent of being able to compete, especially with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to make a good looking match. Now, Omos is a little better than Satnam Singh or Great Khali. But I mean, a little better is not Brock Lesnar caliber. I don't think
the Great Khali, he would hurt people. Because he just didn't have the the know-how.
The last little bit of his run before he left, it was so hard to watch Great Khali. It looked like it just was so painful just to walk down the
for him
ramp.
alone. But nobody could be Andre. Andre was the classic big man. He didn't have to do nothing special. Man, he just went out there and whooped ass.
Oh yeah,
and he looked good doing it. But Khali, I know what you're talking about. He'd walk out and just look like he was just in absolute pain, man. Just even walk down to the ring. But like it's.
And I know, being that big, it's hell on the knees. It's got to be.
Yeah, I don't know what this leading though. What's going on with them and but Brock and people behind the stage, man. And I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, everything's been going on with Brock for the past several weeks here lately. It's been kind of weird.
SummerSlam, everything. I think back to SummerSlam. He had that little feud with Roman going for a couple of times, and then it's been lost and DQ and lost.
I mean, back at SummerSlam, we said the same thing. How many times during Roman's title reign are we going to see him and Brock Lesnar?
I know.
I mean, in that SummerSlam match was a fantastic match.
Yeah.
But how many times do we need to see the same two guys go at it?
Yeah,
I mean, the roster has got a lot of guys that could put on a hell of a match with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
But
I think they had to sell it with the whole picking up the ring.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
It was.
But you want to go ahead and go down to, did you happen to see the Rollins Miz?
Rollins Miz, ref stoppage.
Oh, really?
That's how that ended.
I had to actually look that up because I could have sworn I was like, what in the hell happened? Oh, no, I did because, I did. And then he hit him with those stomps.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
So the ref just stopped it. There was no, which is kind of, that's not something you see very often in WWE.
I know. You see it in there when they're beating them down in AEW, man. They hit them with those elbows. They'll stop it, but.
Ref stoppage is not one of those finishes that WWE loses a lot or uses a lot. Wow.
Yeah. But I like, he's really pissed about that whole Logan Paul fiasco.
Yeah. Which once again, that's one of those though that, we see this coming a mile away. Seth Rollins, Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
they're going to have, I don't think they're going to have that kid around for a minute just doing the PLEs.
Yeah.
Because he's SummerSlam and then he did Crown and injured. And now he'll be at WrestleMania. He'll definitely be at WrestleMania.
Yeah, he'll be there.
But we had Lita return a couple of shots.
Yeah.
Now we had Lynch and Lita calling out, damn it, ding dong, hello,
ding dong, hello. So we got a new challenge. Finally, some challengers for those tag titles.
Oh, it'd be good, man. I can't wait to see Lita. And I hope she just, man, I hope it's longer than 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Or her just come in, do her, you know how the Hall of Famers do. They'll come in, just hit a couple moves and end it. I hope they let her go all out. Because,
Oh, yeah.
Lita. Yes.
I'm looking forward to that match. That's going to be good.
Uh-huh. It was always good. And then we had Theory Edge.
Theory versus Edge.
Holy crap.
It was a good match.
Yes, it was, man.
Surprised to see how well those two worked together in the ring. That was good stuff.
I know it. But but Finn had to come out and put his, because he did tell him in Chamber, hey,
Of course.
I'm not done with you. I'm going to get you back.
Of course. As matter of fact, that rumor page we was looking at earlier did not have one of the rumored matches that I've heard is going to happen at Mania.
Oh, yeah?
And I've heard one of that there are two different ways of this match happening, and that's Edge and Finn Balor, Hell in a Cell.
Man, that'd be good.
But I've also heard that it would be Edge and Demon Finn Balor. But I
heard Damon. I heard Damon too. Yeah.
I think Finn came out and said that that because of the way the what's his faction called?
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. Wow, brain fart.
I know, right?
So because of the character in Judgment Day, that Demon Finn Balor would not fit.
Yeah, I don't really care.
So it would be Finn Balor versus Edge, Hell in a Cell.
But that does lead to, kind of what we were talking about, what is going on with Judgment Day, because you got Rhea having to go up against Charlotte, which is a SmackDown brand. So, yeah. I mean, you never know. You never know where they'll go with it. But I liked it, man. But at the end of it, God, I don't think Edge is even able to. Yeah, man, those coup de grace, man, was just absolutely insane.
Yeah, we was talking about that. Was it 7? Did he deliver 7?
Yeah, they said. Well, I counted. They're on the internet. They're only saying 3, but it was more than 3.
It was
definitely more than 3.
Cause he kept jumping on him.
I think it was that last one he did that just looked like it was just absolutely painful. It looks like he just stomped and rolled all the way through his body with it.
And that's a finishing move that I've never. I mean, he does it great. Don't get me wrong, but I've never been able to get behind that finisher.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah,
which
I kind of.
I've actually got some notes wrote down for later on. I got a whole episode I want to get into finishing moves.
Oh yeah,
got a lot on my mind there, but that ain't this one.
Right. I mean, I can see why a lot of people couldn't get behind him. It is kind of.
But that move, my issue with it is it's dangerous. It seems like for both guys.
Yeah,
because I mean, I'm like I was saying the other day, I'm sure his ankles are wrapped. He's probably got some kind of special boots.
Yeah,
to keep from rolling his ankle, because that's all I can think of when he does that move. Like,
it has to be something, because you got to think.
Roll that ankle.
Hey, yeah, you're laying there. There's got to be something in the mix, because you just can't have somebody just coming down and stomping into your chest. Because that's why I said that last one just looked absolutely painful. Looked like you just stepped all the way through him with it.
Yeah, they were rough.
But I see what you're saying. That, but that would be a good thing. Let's get on the whole finisher thing.
Yeah,
that would be that'd be a kind of cool little topic to get into. All right, want to jump to Friday?
Yeah, well, let's jump over to SmackDown. We had a few good things on SmackDown. I mean, I'm not saying it was a bad show. There was just not a lot of excitement. There's some good matches happened, but and I actually didn't write anything down about the first match of the night, but turns out later on we found out there was a little bit of information that had to do with that. That first match was the Imperium versus Ricochet, Braun Strowman, and Madcap Moss.
Yeah. So
we saw in that match, Drew McIntyre came out and watched about halfway through or so the rest of that match, and I caught on and I was like, well, what's Drew doing out there? We don't have nothing going on with Imperium. He's feuding with the Vikings.
Yeah.
What's going on here? So later in the show, or kind of their online thing where the girls in the back.
Yeah.
SmackDown Lowdown, I think is what it's called.
I think that's what it is. SmackDown Lowdown.
Drew laid out the challenge for Gunther at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title.
That'd be good one.
That'd be a good match.
I like the IC title matches anyways, and I like Gunther. I do.
Oh, yeah.
And I think maybe it's also a thing too. He's trying to do what Sheamus couldn't, and if he does do what Sheamus couldn't, because Drew's had it, hasn't he? He's had the IC way back
I
when he
think
was
he
the
did.
prodigy, when
I
he
think
was
he
the
did,
chosen
yeah.
one there before he left, and had to come back when he was little, came back freaking jacked.
Which
You know.
Speaking of episodes, I think this goes back months from when we first started talking about starting this. We've got to have some Intercontinental Championship talks.
Yeah.
That title, I think as we got to know each other and learned our what we've done in wrestling or watched in wrestling,
Yeah.
Intercontinental title has been one of our favorites.
Definitely, dude.
Some of the best matches were contested over the Intercontinental title, not the World Heavyweight Championship.
Didn't you had literally the IC title be taken after it's been held for a record by the Honky Tonk Man,
Yeah.
and you have it just taken just like that by the Warrior. You're talking about somebody who's held it for so long, and then the Ultimate Warrior just comes out, hits him, splash him over, takes the title. I mean, come on. But I've always liked the IC title. I've liked the way it's looked.
Yeah.
I've just liked, and it's been held by what they call it, the working champion or something like that, the working man's title or
Something like that, yeah.
Because Gunther's did good.
Yeah.
Gunther's been a hell of an Intercontinental champion, man, and that's one of the things I do like about him the most. He is good, but oh God, what was I about to say? Oh, back to the we're talking about coffee in LA Night.
Yep.
I didn't see that one, but I know Coffee beat him. Kofi, sorry.
Kofi Kingston won that. LA Knight came out at the beginning of that match, ran his mouth because why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
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 After the whole, I can't. Wait.
I'm always down for LA Knight to have a mic in his hand.
He's good. He's good on the mic.
I'm good with it.
Would Kofi say just because you changed your name to LA don't mean you get to go to WrestleMania?
Yeah. And that's kind of what he was hinting at in his little promo he cut. His name's LA Knight.
Yeah.
So obviously he'll be at WrestleMania. As of right now, we don't have anything definitive on that, but I don't see him getting snubbed on that deal.
Yeah. I mean, they'll figure out a way to. I believe he'll be there. But then you go back and I'm trying to figure out. I think it was I just asked you about today, but we had Bray.
Yeah.
Now was that the house of?
So he brought back the Firefly Funhouse.
Okay.
It was kind of weird because you see Bray, like he's watching it on a screen like a producer director type thing, But some takeaways from that really it didn't hint anything about the feud with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
That's evidently coming up, but we did see some.
They were talking about hands. Everybody's talking about hands.
They were playing with Undertaker action figures. Matter of fact.
Okay.
But if you look at those hands, they look like Alexa Bliss's hands.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And she, wow, I forgot what it said, but she teased something on Twitter after the fact. So it sounds like she may be back.
I think we kind of knew that was coming the
Before
way she
Mania.
was acting, but I liked her that way.
There was another hint in there. What was that segment? The Can You Keep a Secret segment.
Oh.
So it was like a little game show, right?
Yeah.
And it, called Can You Keep a Secret? But the announcer's voice on it. And I went back and listened to it because I didn't catch it the first time. I'll be honest here. Went back and listened to it, though, and it is Eric Young's voice.
Yeah, that's what I have. I was like, you would know. Because I'll admit to everybody, I haven't really followed Eric Young. But a lot of people are saying that, you replay it, sounds like Eric Young's voice. But who they say he possibly was? The Rabbit? Rambling Rabbit?
I don't know.
I think that's who they said he's going to be or whatever.
I mean, if Eric Young is one of the Wyatt Six, he'd fit. He'd fit good with Bray.
Yeah. A lot, man. I think everybody's just wondering who this Wyatt Six is going to be because
Yeah. I wonder how long it takes before we get the true identity under the Uncle Howdy mask.
Yeah, because they're saying Joe Gacy, Bo Dallas. They said maybe Grayson Waller at some point. So I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of speculation there. But it was the Firefly Funhouse, but it wasn't. There was a lot of weirdness going on in that thing.
Of course, it's
a lot of weirdness.
It's bright.
So
so it's not going to be normal when you come to him. That's for damn sure.
So we were supposed to get, and this kind of irritated me because I really wanted to see Charlotte and Rhea.
Yeah, I didn't really get that whole thing.
In some back and forth, and Charlotte comes out, of course, and she tells Rhea to come on out, and Dominic comes out instead.
Puppy.
Puppy. Now, Charlotte made some pretty scathing remarks towards Dominic about this kayfabe relationship with Rhea.
Oh yeah.
Charlotte, what did she say? She said, I have a Latino at home with a, oh man, why didn't I write that down? That calls me mommy.
Oh yeah, because she's married to who?
Andrade.
Yeah, Andrade.
So she said, I have a Latino at home that calls me mommy, and he has a much thicker accent.
Okay.
But I tell you what, Dominic did not cut a good promo. I mean, he
does he ever?
His promo skills look really bad against Charlotte.
I think the only reason why he's still around is just because of his last name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's got that Mysterio, so he's being kept around because of that, or maybe just they signed a longer contract than what they suspected he needed.
Yeah.
Because, geez Louise, it's like
and then
horrible.
And then talking about by the end, Charlotte decided she was just going to whoop Dominic's ass, and Rhea came out and saved him, of course.
I think she said, I think I saw a little bit part of it. Dom said something about how mommy's so strong that she ends up almost breaks his back when she hugs him.
When she hugs him, yeah.
Oh God, Dom.
It's getting utterly disgusting. But talking about Dominic, well, there was Karrion Kross versus Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
which was a decent match, but I'll say I did not like the Karrion Kross entrance. I don't know.
So, what was
just the way Scarlett came out with it, and the whole. I don't know. I just didn't like that entrance. Maybe it's just me.
Didn't Baszler fight that night? I could have swore that she was on there because I thought maybe that she was. Like I said, I didn't catch all of SmackDown because I know that she didn't have. I think I heard that she didn't have our girl with her, Rhonda. I think it was Rhonda wasn't there. But they had. I could have sworn it was Baszler and somebody against. But Baszler won.
It was Baszler, I think, against Natalya. I'm looking it up real quick. What else happened?
Yeah, there we go. Defeats. Oh yeah, and Ronda Rousey and Tegan Nox had a conversation post match.
Yeah, Shayna defeated Natalya. Ronda did come out with Natalya, and they're saying that this whole thing with Ronda and Shayna is supposedly leading to Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler getting the women's tag titles.
And that sound means that you'll be hearing it basically a lot of times when we bring up those names. But I'm trying to see what she was saying about Karrion Kross's entrance that SmackDown, because I thought they did the typical, Scarlett comes out, does the thing, she's in front of him, and
it was I don't know, it was just weird. I just didn't care for it.
I could see him being part of the six. His whole demeanor and the way he's playing things. I can see him
Yeah.
throwing on a mask and getting aligned with them. I tell you that. Let's see. Oh yeah.
But the last thing that happened on SmackDown, and we'll move on to AEW, was Jimmy, who was told earlier in the night by Heyman that Roman wants him to go out to the ring tonight and handle Jay.
Oh.
Okay, so Jimmy Uso goes to the ring, and of course there's no sign of Jay, and he's cutting his promo, and here comes somebody out of the crowd
Oh Lord.
wearing a hoodie, and it's Sami Zayn. And they kind of cut back and forth, and they have a good, I mean, it's,
Well, the thing about that is Jimmy actually was pro Sammy.
right. Jimmy was there all along.
Yeah, and then he had to get Jay on board, and now it's like it's mixed,
It
it's
went
flipped.
the whole other way. But as they're doing their thing, Jay ends up coming back from the crowd like he did last week, but he stood in the crowd. He never came back over, and then I think did Sammy strike first? I think he did.
Huh. Have a low current Jay. Okay. See, that goes to what we're saying. It's like, where is this going? I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know.
But yeah, Solo came out after I believe Sammy drew first blood. Sammy hit the haluva kick on Jimmy as Jimmy's trying to get Jay to come in the ring. And then there was a tussle, and Solo came out, and Sammy said, "Oh, no, no, no."
Yeah.
Which was
Solo.
the smart thing to do, because nobody wants that side of Solo.
No, he's he's yet to be beat.
And then Sammy left through the crowd, but not where Jay was. They kind of exchanged looks, and then Sammy went up that way, and Jay but he never went over to his brother. So now, since Jimmy couldn't get the job done, Roman will be handling business next week.
Oh, Lord.
That's how Heyman had put it earlier when he told Jimmy he had to go to the ring and take care of Jay.
I see it all. Yeah, it's probably all going to explode. The bloodline. But like I said, it could all just be a ploy, and they just put Zayn and Owens and El Mirazes for a little bit, and then we'll just start up a new rivalry. Especially because I think he got other things to worry about. Roman does. I think he should be worried about another person other than these two.
We've only got 5 weeks to Mania.
Yeah, and it'll be here before you know it.
That's not a lot of time when they're only running this feud on SmackDown. Really, that's not a lot of time to get this to get things going to where we still have something between Cody and Roman.
Because have they even? I don't think they've even butted heads or talked to one another.
And they barely mention each other when they're cutting promos. The last time Roman cut the promo, he said, "I should be talking about Cody, but instead I've got to talk about Sammy."
Yeah, I got to worry about this other shit.
And every time Cody tries to cut a promo, somebody inevitably interrupts, or Heyman takes it over and
typical Heyman does what Heyman does best.
Oof.
Strikes
with venom.
They all could lead up to, if Roman does lose it, it could be, well, I lost it because I got everything going on. I got my the bloodline, troubles in the bloodline. You got Sami Zayn, all this stuff on his mind. You know what I mean? But you never know where they could lead with it. But that wraps it up for
that's WWE for the week. Let's talk about AEW.
Of course, we don't have a lot of things going on with NXT. I really don't keep track of it, except for what's her name? When girl kicked Gigi in that door. My goodness,
that was brutal. So I'm glad you brought up NXT. I wanted to mention something because I don't want people to think that we're necessarily. Well, I guess kind of we are kind of ignoring it. I did mention like a week ago we need to start watching it more. But I'm just gonna. I'll be brutally honest.
Yeah,
right
just
now.
be honest about it.
I'm gonna tell you. watched a couple of episodes, and I'm struggling to get into it.
Me too. Me too. I said the same thing.
I've struggled ever since they went to the NXT 2.0, which they've dropped to 2.0 now. But ever since then, I've struggled, and it's nothing against anyone that's wrestling over there.
Yeah, because they actually got some good people, good stars over there. That's for sure. They got some good stars over there, and I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that they never leave the facility.
Yeah,
so it's all
harder.
there at the Performance Center. You know.
But the other reason I'm glad, we don't talk a lot about NXT. We don't talk about Impact on here. So where we're at, for whatever reason, and I've even got Dish Network, but unless I upgrade to the uber expensive package,
promotion plug,
which will prevent right.
So at Dish Network you can get,
but so I don't get the channels to watch Impact.
Yeah.
They're on. I don't remember the name of the channel right now, but
maybe if you get Fight on Roku, FITE, you can.
I might be able to do that. But if
we're not sponsored by Fight, but
if I was to upgrade the dish, I would not be able to get Honor Club. I would not be able to do Fight. Those things seem like they would garner more buzz for me. So. Not that I'm not keeping track of Impact and trying to see what's going on, but another issue, which I'm having the same issue with the Ring of Honor TV show. It is so hard in this day and age, to do a show like this and not run it live.
I know.
I think Impact records, they do 4 or 5 weeks in a row.
Well, see, that's what I was telling you on the way when you saw each other today. It's like that brings up with the Ring of Honor. I was like, should we talk about the Ring of Honor spoilers that have just been, let go, or do we want people to wait till they see it in March?
Yeah, I don't want to be the ones that bring up the spoilers, but that's exactly the reason.
We have to put a disclaimer at the beginning of the show.
I'm hoping if we all get on there and watch it, maybe it will be. Tony will go, oh, yes, they want to see Ring of Honor.
I guess they really do have to have a reason to just be pushing these live.
Got to get them a TV deal because, and I'm sure, on that other end of it, it's a lot more money to make sure you do live.
Of course.
So, but there's just when you do tapings in this day and age, before I see it, sometimes a week or two before.
That's the thing. That's why we best we don't do the spoilers because if you let the spoilers go, hey, you're not going to be able to. Why watch it?
Yeah,
what I mean. If we know what happens 2 weeks ahead of time, why am I going to watch it? I mean, just to watch it. But okay, well I know what you call it, beat so and so.
I haven't looked at them, and I'm going to try not to.
Well, I didn't mean to. It's not like I went looking; it just popped up on my thing, and it had something to say about Zack Sabre. But that's all I'm gonna say about it, and that's the reason why I clicked. It's because of Jack Sabre. You know what I mean? Because we're still trying to worry about this Jay White, where he's going to go and what he's going to do, and thought maybe we'd find something about him, but of course not. So speaking of that, we'll jump over to AEW.
Yeah, let's talk about Dynamite.
Yeah, we'll start off with Wednesday. But did you see the Cassidy Wheeler?
Yeah.
That was a hell of a match, man. And let me tell you, Claudio, hey, I just really tripped at the, when he come out, first of all, when he come out and he smacked Wheeler.
Oh, yeah.
And, that put a fire under his ass.
Said, hey, that's not how we do it.
Yeah.
Get your ass in there and win.
Hey, put a fire under his ass. But at the end, man, when, the match is over and Cassidy's trying to give Wheeler a hug, and here comes Claudio again, buddy. Hey, and he snapped them fingers. Hey, he told him, hey, nope, you get your ass right down here. Hey, Wheeler jumped out of that ring so quick, grabbed his title, and was standing right beside Claudio so quick. Yeah. Man, it was a hell of a match.
Nah, it was good.
Hell of a match.
Good stuff.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, I don't know who you got next, but I was talking about the Acclaim versus the Firm, man. I don't know why. It's like the Acclaim were up top, and now they're just... I don't know. I didn't really care for that match. Honestly, did you? Yeah,
I didn't even write it down.
Yeah, see. Hey, that's how you know. But I'll just, I just didn't really care for it. But one of my favorite parts of Dynamite, dude, was the damn MJF, that Bryan Danielson.
Oh boy,
that was one hands down, and we had talked about it during the week, and MJF had a point.
Man, I can't even argue with him.
Yeah, he had a point towards Bryan Danielson. He's like, hey, man, your brain's been mushed, and you're taking a chance away from your kid and your wife to get in this ring, and that's what I hate about you.
Yeah, that was.
Hey, yes, sir. Hey, that was a hell of a promo.
Yeah, that was good, and that's what I like to see at the end of a promo. I like to see everybody have to come out and try to break them up.
Hey, I'm honestly
good stuff.
surprised that MJF he did what he did. He's sorry, sitting there talking that shit, and usually he'll talk shit from afar.
He's gonna do it far away.
But hey, no, he said fuck that. I'm coming in the ring.
Yeah, you got in the
and
ring.
we gonna get down, buddy.
Boy,
Hey, he
like
talking shit.
How you
to
gonna
Bryan.
bring up somebody's family and then go step to them? You got to have some balls.
Did he get? Don't you bring my? Hey, Birdie. Hey, I want to beat your daddy.
Man.
Yeah.
That was something.
Yeah. God dang, Saraya Sky Blue. Or Saraya.
Saraya.
I
Yeah.
was like watching Saraya wrestle. She's so good in the ring.
That was a good match. I mean, it was not a bad match.
No, it wasn't.
That.
But they're also leading up. Then they had the Ruby Soho thing. It's
That's
like
set up for this women's triple threat match at Revolution.
was it gonna be a triple threat?
Triple threat: Saraya, Ruby, and Tony Storm.
Yeah,
Not Tony
yeah.
Storm.
Hater.
Jamie Hayter.
Yeah, Hater. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Oh,
Yeah. Triple threat. So
yeah.
do we get a Ruby Soho? I hope we get a Ruby Soho turn. I hope
Yeah.
she turns and helps Saraya get the belt. That's what I hope.
I see that being a better fit for Soho. I don't see her being a part of that Britt Baker and Hater, clique.
At the same time, I'm gonna just say it. I won't hate it if it goes a different way and Ruby walks out with that belt because
Yeah.
I'm a big Ruby Soho fan.
Yeah,
I
man.
like Ruby.
I do too. It's she came out, I watched her on Rampage too, and it was the same thing. She come out and because it was who was it? It was Storm and Willow
Yeah.
Nightingale.
Yeah.
I like Willow Nightingale, dude. I like her. She gets down on that. But we'll jump. Did you happen to catch that tag team battle royale?
Oh yes. Let me tell you something. I wrote this down because I absolutely love a battle royal.
Yep. Ain't nothing wrong with
I
it.
mean,
I was kind of thrown off with the whole tag team thing. I liked it how they had to have both teammates had to be
I
eliminated.
like the way they do the tag team battle royal. You
that
don't
was pretty
see
cool.
that a lot.
That was pretty cool.
And AEW's been doing that more. I like it. A battle royal is always a good match. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I like obviously the Royal Rumble.
Of course.
Gotta love that. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I don't know if they're doing that still or not.
I think so because Madcap just won it.
I hope
last
they're
year.
going to do it again this year. I haven't heard anything otherwise.
Yeah.
But yeah,
When they usually hold that? Is it WrestleMania?
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's usually-
Madcap won it last year.
I think they've got.
I know
it
they
where
destroyed
it's-
the trophy.
it's kind of the pre-show, so I don't know.
Yeah, Corbin destroyed the trophy.
Right.
So, I remember that. He beat him with it that dang trophy. But anyways,
Talking about just a real quick something we haven't heard anything about. We haven't had any Hall of Fame announcements yet.
yeah. Well, there was the rumors.
I mean,
And
we've had
I can't
rumors.
remember who we had talked about
But-
because
Here we are, 5 weeks out,
if that,
and I haven't heard anything. And usually, they'll start and announce one every week, and they haven't done any announcements.
yeah, and maybe they're iffy about who they're.
And I mean, the speculation is of course Batista.
Yeah.
I've seen Great Muta
Oh,
being
yeah,
one
the
of
Muta.
them. But again, that's just speculation and rumors. We haven't had anything.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got us off track on Dynamite. I didn't mean to. But
Oh yeah, it's all good.
it was just something I've been thinking about, and I'm like, where's my WrestleMania?
Yeah, you're
my
right.
Hall of Fame
Well, they had
announcements?
they got. We'll just run it down. They got Batista, Muta, Regal.
Yeah.
and Lex Luger, and we had talked about that. I think it was episode 1. How if Lex Luger had ever got the call to be in the Fame, he would walk across that stage to get to be accepted.
And I'll be honest, I mean, I would love
Miss
to see
Elizabeth.
that. I would love to see that.
Miss Elizabeth, Cyndi Lauper, she'll be the celebrity inductee, which is cool.
That'd be cool.
Oh, hey, Cornette and the Midnight Express, and that's it.
Again, these are all rumors, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, they sound about right. Just to be honest.
I mean, it does sound like it, but again, we haven't had official announcements.
Yeah, the Great Muta. And that would be, he just finished up his career too, so yeah, I can see it. Yeah, of course, it's 2023, and this was just on the 24th of February, so as of just a couple of days ago, this is who they're predicting to be.
So okay. Sorry for the tangent. We went off on there, but the Battle Royal.
That's how we go when we talk about wrestling. So.
that's what happens. So the Battle Royal, great, fun match. Loved it. And of course, we had Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett won it. However,
did you see the way they won?
They didn't have that big giant jabroni outside the ring. Dude. They wouldn't have won nothing.
Yeah. Who was it? Who I can't remember. Who was the last dude? It was him against Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett.
Wasn't it? Was it Trent?
Yeah, it was one of the best friends.
Yeah. Trent. That was Trent. So. Who was just killing it? I really almost thought he was going to win that.
I did too, but he just kept catching Jeff and Jay. Hey, pushed him back up. Jeff and Jay, push him back up.
He's a big dude, jabroni.
Man. But last match, and then we got to jump to Rampage. We had Mox versus the Evil Uno.
Well, we had.
In fact, didn't you have something to bring up about that?
Well, before we go there, because it's
you want to save that for just a little bit later.
Dirty. We had the House of Black promo.
In a new segment called Josh's Heated Segment.
That's right. It's going to be.
He is not too happy about the remarks made on that. Go ahead, bud.
House of Black cut a promo to challenge the Elite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
empty threads. Right, yeah, man. I'm an Elite fan, but they that jumps to Rampage too, man. They come out and did the whole turn off the lights thing, and I like it, man. I think it's gonna be good. Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna be really good. Fun match. But yeah, Mox and the Evil Uno, man, that was a good match. Mox won, but we'll go to the comments, just run through Rampage real quick, and then. We'll let you do that, then we'll jump to the indie real quick after that. How's that?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah, before we jump to Rampage, we had the big announcements that technically Tony Khan didn't make.
Yeah, he did make an announcement.
That's how it was advertised. But he didn't make the announcement. He let Adam Cole do it.
Baby.
There's a new show called AEW All Access.
Yeah.
Kind of
now I think it's going to be airing after Dynamite.
Yeah,
right?
It's supposed to
we
air
can watch it directly afterwards.
And
it's going to follow their lives.
I didn't write down when that is. That was smart. But it's a reality show that will follow some of the wrestlers. I think this is kind of seeing how they had to cancel the Cody and Brandy show.
Yeah.
This is how they're going to fill that reality show void.
Yeah.
But the other announcement, which I'm more excited about than this reality show, to be perfectly honest.
No way.
Adam Cole's in-ring return.
There's a lot. And
that'll be that.
Who's this about? Maybe somebody's coming to fight him. I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be that same night, which.
Man. Hey, I already know who I think I want it to be. I hope he comes to AEW anyways. I hope it's Jay White. That'd be a hell of a match.
Yes.
But they're, how they always hint around or whatever. But I forgot to say, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about Christian. Okay, Jungle Boy thought he had him.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, fucking Christian ain't playing that, man. He low blow.
Well.
Yeah, where's it at?
Was it at the very top? That's what I get.
Yeah, there it is. After Tony Khan's. He'll make his debut on that day.
In March next month.
I think it's actually Evolution's this weekend.
Well, okay, there's not a date on there, so maybe I'm not.
Revolution, not Evolution.
Maybe
Revolution. I keep getting it mixed up.
I thought. But yeah, so that was the big announcement. So we're going to talk about Rampage before I go off.
Yep. Right. We'll call it Josh's Rant.
So Rampage, we had the Bucks versus Aussie Open.
Yes, sir.
I always like getting to see Aussie Open.
Hey, yeah. It was a good matchup.
It was a good match.
Yeah, I liked it. That's when the House of Black come out too.
Yes, and we had a couple things happen in the back. The Guns attacked the Best Friends.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then Jared and team attacked the Acclaimed.
Yeah, they've been going at it for a minute too.
And then I believe you mentioned we had the Willow versus Tony Storm match.
Yep, I like Willow, man. I really do. I like her. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Her energy. I mean, she just brings good vibes to the ring. I think, man, she's really good. And then Archer had his return.
Yeah, and he come back with Jake. Jake came back.
Got to see Jake. I love Jake Snake, man.
Love Jake.
And then, I mean, do you really want to call it a match? I mean, because he destroyed that poor Bryce Saturn.
Yeah.
And under 2 minutes, it was just awful.
Yeah.
But I want to mention one more thing, too, about I know he's not a part of really any promotion, but we got, just give Mr. Steve Richards a quick shout out for a speedy recovery. Not necessarily not knowing what it is. He's in the hospital. They're claiming neck and spinal. They said they don't know if it's from the feud or just 20, 30 plus years in the wrestling business. Right. Going to lose a couple of inches.
Talking about being in the hospital, Kurt Angle's got a couple of surgeries coming up.
Let me guess, his back.
Neck and back both.
Yep. Yeah. It tends to be a repetitive thing with the wrestlers when they have to have surgery, especially when they get up in age. Like, I can't imagine how they even feel when they're getting up out of bed anyways. We had Andretti.
Action Andretti versus Sammy.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Sammy won that one.
Yep.
That's what I led to. I was like, I don't know, man. I guess leading back to what we was talking about was Soho and Hayter, and then I didn't know it was a triple threat, so I would have put more, but I didn't know it was Soho and Hayter. I didn't know it was a triple threat for the title.
Right, and then Dustin and Keith Lee came out or challenged the Mogul affiliates.
Yeah.
Did they challenge them for Revolution?
Yeah. And I think our favorite girl on AEW, Miss Jade Cargill, saying that she wants a real challenger. I mean, who is she ain't facing? No offense to any of the women on Rampage, but come on, man. She's not facing the the Sarayas, the Tony Storms, the Thunder Rosas, the Britt Baker would even give a better match than most of these girls who are on. I mean, Britt Baker's good. Don't take that the wrong way. I just said it. You know what I mean?
I don't.
I don't know. I think she's just a spot. She's that spot that was filled. Hey, we got to have this TBS champion. Here you go, Jade. 54. No, come on, man.
These matches, in this win streak, make her look dominant. Yes. If there's nothing exciting going on when every match you have is a squash match.
Yeah. And under what, 5 minutes?
Yeah. I mean, they're rarely more than 5 minutes long. And
I mean, even the fans and everybody else is the internet is just like buzzing saying, what is going on, man? I mean, what is it with this girl? We've talked about her a couple times periodically during the shows, how she's like a 5-move performer.
Yeah. It's
like, okay, we know what she's going to do with that big wave. It's like, oh, God.
And something that's really
put her in a cage match or someone.
Been a problem is the fact that she was already on this win streak.
Yeah.
And then we've put this brand new title on her.
Yeah.
And no one else has ever held it. She's held it its entire inception.
Yeah. Yeah, she's 53 and 0.
So
where we go with this?
We have a title that really means nothing because it's really not defended to the full extent a title should be defended.
You're right.
I mean, you can call them title matches if you want, but none of them have been actual challenges. I mean, a couple of them, yeah.
It's just a spot filler. Hey, it's a segment filler. But, we can talk about her all night. I mean, disagree. You agree to disagree with us, but go ahead.
All right. So we had Mox versus Uno on Dynamite, which was an amazing match. It was brutal. And I know Mox got some heat because he put him in the Bulldog and he didn't let it go.
Yeah.
Have you watched Mox wrestle?
Yeah.
He is mean.
Yeah. This is that's how the Combat Club does it.
The Blackpool Combat Club is not a face faction.
I know.
They're not a heel faction.
I know.
They're like the Deadpool of
Yeah.
they're anti-hero.
They come out there, handle business, and leave.
They're not there to come be good guys.
Uh-huh.
They're not there to come out here and be the bad guys. They're just there to fight.
Yep. That's them. That
kinda
sums it up.
They like hurting people, so that's kind of what happens. So I didn't have a problem with that.
I didn't either.
And I thought Uno was fantastic. And I said beforehand that I was looking forward to that because we don't get to see much. We haven't seen much of all out of Uno in a long time.
I've said that a lot too about certain faces you don't see a lot there.
One thing that we noticed, everyone should have noticed in that match, Uno was not in his normal wrestling attire that he used to wear.
Mm-hmm.
Uno was wrestling shirtless.
Okay.
Which you could obviously tell he's lost a lot of weight. That leads me to what's pissing me off.
Okay.
Glenn Gilberti, better known as the damn Disco Inferno, has gone on Twitter, and I didn't even write the damn thing down he wrote.
Basically, just look for that quote, and hey, it's basically body shaming.
He said, "Watch, yeah, he was body shaming. He said that main event basically would have been better."
There you go.
Let's see, it'll pop up.
Yeah,
real quick here.
I just don't understand. We'll sit there and fat shame this dude.
Anyway, he said that AEW Dynamite was a great show except for the main event because they put a wrestler with titties in the main event.
Yeah.
So if you know anything about Evil Uno and if you've looked into Evil Uno, his weight loss goal was to get back to being comfortable wrestling with a shirt off.
Yep.
And I'd be damned if that's not what he did. And this dirtbag, what has he done? Oh, that's right.
Honestly.
He's had a couple of small titles back in WCW like 30 freaking years ago.
Sure.
Wants to come on and body shame him because there's a lot of skin from where he's lost a lot of weight.
What's the matter? That's what he was comfortable with.
I mean,
it doesn't matter what the hell he thinks.
he gets to the point where he's finally there, and this jackass is on Twitter.
Yeah.
Running his mouth. What's Disco Inferno done lately? Has he wrestled?
Honestly, I forgot all about him.
He did some stuff with Impact. What did he do? I don't know. I forgot.
He said you can't put a fat wrestler with tits in the last segment and have him bleed profusely all over the place and think this is how you're going to draw viewers. Yeah.
As we end this segment, I'll just move on with just kiss my ass.
Yeah, hey, yeah. I mean,
mediocre wrestler.
Doesn't matter, man. Hey, he was. You just said that he was until he was comfortable with what he felt comfortable with. He went to no shirt on.
Yeah.
So, hey, that's what he was fucking comfortable with.
Put on a killer friggin' match. What?
Yeah. And for him, he just what he do, wear pink pants, and we could really talk about him if we really want. We could do a whole damn segment on Disco Inferno and how goofy he looked out there every damn week.
Moron.
Yeah.
Disco Inferno. Wow.
Yeah. But we had talked about where we was going to drop some indie names, do a little bit of indie research. And golly, what did we get? We're talking about how so many damn promotions there is out there, dude.
We had no idea what we were getting into.
No.
But I ran across some negativity towards indies, and I wanted to talk about real quick.
Okay.
So I read a whole article about indie promotions getting a bad rap because they don't have the pyro and the big screens and the huge audiences. They're a lot of these indie shows
we
end up in gyms.
That's why they're indie shows.
And so they don't think any of these guys are ever going to make it away from these promotions because who's going to see this? All of us.
Yeah, yeah,
We have YouTube now, folks.
yeah. A lot of people. I was just talking about it.
And they're, to get into these shows, you're talking about a wrestling show where a lot of these guys are trying to be seen. So they're going to come out and put on the best damn show you've seen.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost you like $15 to get in.
I know. And you get to get up close and personal to them, talk shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you may get a drink thrown on you. You may hand them your chair. You know what I mean?
Where you going to go to pay $15 for a show?
Me personally, I missed the good old wrestling at the fairgrounds and being able to go pay some damn couple bucks to go watch the wrestling on the weekend.
I don't
TNA.
care if they got pyro or what.
Yeah.
If I get to go see a wrestling show,
Damn right.
all I care about is if I'm getting to see a good damn wrestling show.
Damn right. If you're a wrestling fan,
Shit.
it doesn't matter. Hey,
So,
like we just talked, they got them in high schools. They got them everywhere.
But for these naysayers that think none of these guys on the indie circuit are ever going to make it, I'd just like to bring up a couple of names. I don't have time to bring up all the names, but currently, Sami Zayn was started in the indies.
Yeah.
Most of them did.
Seth
But
Rollins
Sami
did.
Zayn hit big. Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch was indies before this. Drew McIntyre was indies first. I mean,
You damn
Drew
right.
McIntyre left WWE or was released. I can't remember which it was. And
Hell,
went
even
back to
Cena
indies.
was OVW, wasn't he?
I mean,
Ohio
they-
Valley.
They go back to the indies, and a lot of the guys in AEW, like Mox and
Damn
they
right.
they still do indie dates. I know.
They do.
I kind of think AEW is getting away from letting them do that as much.
Yeah.
But it's still, they're still doing it. So these indie shows are not just dumpster guys that ain't.
Oh, sometimes
These guys are gonna hit.
You're going to see some good matches if you go to an indie show. Me and Josh are constantly looking on the internet for indie shows near us.
All the damn
just
time.
so we can go. I mean, that's honest truth. I'd love to go to one, actually.
Oh, yeah. It's
I
going
mean,
to happen.
and there's actually some top guys and women who are in indies right now that I promise you will see them. You will see them.
So let me ask you that. We're talking about indie promotions. Do you consider Juggalo Championship Wrestling to be an indie promotion?
Juggalo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say, because I consider indie where you don't really, you have to go on internet to see on. You know what I mean? But, you'd have either, like you said, we got YouTube now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would. I
Yeah,
consider it.
me too.
I consider it an indie.
I was just curious.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, speaking of Juggalo Championship Wrestling, Vampiro is the new champion over there.
Vampiro.
I'm not sure how that happened, but that's their champ right now.
Yeah. Hell, we're doing there's you go back to these wrestlers. Okay, so I just come across this promotion. It's called LDN. Wrestling. LDN. And they got this champion, Alan Lee Travis. Now, LDN, we got wrestlers like, what did I say? Dave Finley,
Yeah.
MJF, Sabu. And there's another game I think, but this guy has literally held this title for 1,220 damn days. So, yeah, see right there, hey, boom, the Strawberry Slam 2023. Sorry,
That taking place at Portland High School.
yeah,
Portland, Tennessee. Hey, that's in Tennessee.
yeah, I know that's right. Hey, that's not that far, but man, you got the. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop another woman's name that I found out about. Yeah, there it is. But the LDN, they got a lot of good names that came out of it. I didn't think MJF was over there either, but apparently he did some wrestling over there. There's this girl named Billy Starks. I'm telling you, they're gonna put her up. She's gonna get that push. I think she is age 18. Yeah, she's a freelancer. But man, just last year on the rankings, the top 150 women, she was 52.
Wow.
And she's already did a couple of dark matches with AEW. And let's see, she fought Britt Baker. She fought, who was that other girl? I can't remember her name. But if you look her up, she had a really good match with Ruby Soho. That's what I was telling you. You were
This right
bringing.
here says she started training at 14 years old.
Oh, yeah, I told you. Hey, she had to lie to her teachers explain to her teachers why she's beat up and bruised, and because she's in the ring taking body slams and suplexes and jumping off the ropes, man.
That's not why I lied to teachers, but that's
Yeah,
beside the point. Moving on.
But who else did I pick? Of course, we won't give out to Mr. Nick Diamond because he's always followed us from the jump. As soon as we started Gladiator, he was one of the ones that kind of like jumped on with us. Hey, man, give y'all a shout out,
Yeah.
But Anthony Katina, he actually just fought that Alan Lee Travis, and he's going to be good. He was trained by Brian Fury, and I guess it's kind of weird how they do it over there, but he fought Alan Travis, lost, of course, but turned around and won a tag team match same night. So I guess that's one of those promotions that currently just, you wrestle 3 times a night or whatever. But, yeah, you can go on and on. The list of indie wrestlers that are good right now is just mind-blowing.
Well, I found a couple. I found a few that I was really looking into. Damian Fenrir.
Okay.
I'm
I got
sure.
him down.
Do you?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I said that right. I didn't write a lot down as I was busy, but I saw some of his stuff. Yeah, this dude's got it.
Yeah.
That dude's got it. From the Texas Wrestling Cartel, which is an indie promotion somewhere in the great state of Texas.
Yeah.
Aaron Mercer.
Okay.
He's pretty big guy. He's got he's got a lot of charisma.
Okay.
I liked some of the stuff I seen him do, some different promo type stuff. I like what I saw with him. And then Blair Onyx. She
Cool name.
is from Moscow, Russia.
Okay.
And she does. I watched a match that of hers from earlier. She does a lot of where she bends over backwards.
Oh.
And she does a walk backwards like Bray Wyatt does.
Oh, shit. That'd be cool.
And
I'm going to write her down. I'm going to look her up. Blair Onyx.
yeah, really cool. But my biggest call out, I think, his name is Bojack.
Bojack.
This dude is 23. He is an absolute monster.
Yeah. Bojack.
He uses. He's got a mean lariat clothesline. Oh my lord.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it's mean. I think he's around a 300-pounder.
Whew, God.
He's a big kid. Big. He uses a black hole slam and something called a Bojack bomb.
Yeah.
And he's got charisma. I mean, like, he comes out and pumps up the crowd. He's not. I mean, he's exciting to watch. I think we'll see him. I think the Aaron Mercer may be on an injured list at the moment.
Okay.
Bojack, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's won some championships at a couple of different indie promotions. DPW.
Okay.
I watched him win their title on YouTube.
Hey, there's always so many promotions. They're saying that the best indie right now is Alex Zane. And apparently, when I'm looking at him, like, okay, yeah, but he was under NXT. Ari Sterling. He also appeared on Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, New Japan Strong, and Game Changer Wrestling. Yeah, he's coming up. They're not saying who he's trained by or whatever. He's only 36, and then, yeah, he was the Honor Rumble winner in 2021 in Ring of Honor. And USA Championship Wrestling. Oh, man, I forgot all about that. Oh, here we go. 2020, he was 227 of the top 500 single wrestlers of the PWI 500.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I mean, just to get honored, just to get recognized in that, you know what I mean? He was in Hope Young Guns Championship one time and Six Pack Challenge. And, yeah, he was somebody to look forward to, somebody to look into, look forward to.
Cool.
Yeah, wow. Whew. Oh, man, glad we got all that in one one episode.
Man, there's a lot going on with indies. There's a lot
Yeah, I mean, I got names like one guy that's named Jake something.
Yeah, Jake something.
That's kind of like Cassidy. Hey, Wang, whatever, from wherever. His name's Jake something. I don't know. I guess that's how you. What's his name? Something. Jake
Yeah.
something. Jake something. That's his name. No, it's Jake something. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's once again, I had another great time, great episode, man. Got a lot to cover.
So, before we head off, we got a couple of announcements we got to get through here.
Okay.
One of them you know about, one of them you don't.
Oh, okay. So, surprise.
Surprise, surprise, yep. All right, so next week's episode, we have our first guest.
Yep.
We'll be doing an interview over the phone with an actor. His name is David J. Paul.
Director, too. Actor and director.
Yeah, he's actor, director, writer. He's got his hands in all of it. Reached out to us and is planning on doing a wrestling movie soon. So
yeah,
we're really excited about that.
Of course.
So that's coming next week. But something that is technically already available is Gladiator Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel.
Ah.
Currently, the only thing on there is episode 1.
Okay.
We haven't filmed any episodes yet, so it's just an audio episode. And
yeah.
I will have the previous episodes on there.
Just a little catch up for everybody. The
reels from Facebook and TikTok that I've been doing, they'll be on there as shorts, and we'll be coming with you soon with a date when we actually start filming these podcasts, and we'll actually be on YouTube.
There's a lot of exciting things happening.
WrestleMania weekend, we don't have those plans locked down yet.
We're still trying to figure it out because it's a 2-night event, man.
We are planning on doing at least one live event where we'll go live. Probably, as of right now, I'm thinking we'll go live on Facebook.
Yeah.
So that's coming up.
Please spread the word to everybody. We need all the likes, follows, subscribes we can get. Yeah, just get our name out there.
Now, wherever you're listening, hit like buttons, hit subscribe buttons, hit follow buttons.
Yeah, we're actually growing quick, man.
Wherever you find us, make sure you're hitting all that. Click bells for notifications so you'll know when we've got new stuff coming.
Definitely.
And,
so, man, it was a
just
good one, man.
For what's next.
You dang right.
So that's all we got for today.
See you next week.